Hi, my name's Elijah. I just want to let you guys know we really appreciate everything that you guys do. It's a really great show. It means a lot to all of us. I have a very quick two-part question for Alex. One, my wife would like to know if she should anticipate a large amount of shirt message from the next episodes. She would really like that. And what your most memorable experience has been in the show, I'd really like to hear about it.
Yes, and I had a little bit, it's childish, but it was fun flying. I like that. I want to do more of that. And the flashbacks have been fun. I mean, there are amazing, so many amazing moments on the show, but it's, I love shooting the stuff in Swedish, the flashbacks and the Viking stuff is great. And it's just like I always think those are great moments, and you get to learn more about Eric and Bill as well. I've seen all these flashbacks and where they come from, why they are who they are today. So those would be great.
Hi, my name is Kendra, and my question is for Mr. Ball. I fell in love with you during 6 Feet Under. So is how is it different working on a show that you develop creatively versus a show like True Blood that you have to collaborate with an author?
Well, I can only talk about 6 Feet Under and True Blood, just those two examples for myself. 6 Feet Under was a fantastic experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was a little depressing. True Blood is never depressing. True Blood is always fun. I get to work with this amazing cast of characters, these amazing actors, all of whom are really incredibly talented, incredibly professional, incredibly good people, and that's so rare. I work with great producers and writers and designers and directors and editors, and everybody on the show is so great. And I think a lot of it has to do with the nature of the show being supernatural and so much outlandish, crazy stuff happening. I think we just really like to come to work because we have fun. And sometimes I can't believe I'm getting to make my living this way because I would do it anyway, because it's really fun. I'm not saying 6 Feet Under was not fun, but it was not fun in the same kind of way. There were days where I drove into my parking lot on 6 Feet Under and I was like, oh my God, we have to deal with Brenda being a sex addict or this person who committed suicide. Of course, we have all that stuff on this show, but for some reason, it's just more fun.
I think Pam is very much True Blood's head bitch in charge. Being that way and trying to take care of Eric in his time of need. And I'm kind of wondering, how would Eric react if their situation were reversed and Pam were, the one who lost her memory, and how would Pam be without her memory?
Right, that's a good question. I mean, we saw a little bit last year, he went to some lengths to make sure that I was no longer being tortured by the Magister. Right? And I don't know. I mean, I like to think he would, do everything to save Pam. Is that
just me? No, of course. Like Kristen said, you see that last season, Eric is willing to die. He's willing to meet the true death for his progeny. He doesn't care a lot about many people or vampires, but Pam is it's a very special relationship. She means a lot to him.
And who would Pam be without her memory? Right, would she be like a horrible dresser?
That's your biggest fear. Oh, fashion.
She what? Yeah, she do some homemaker. Love children. Horrible. Let's hope we never see that.
It's a scary episode. Pam playing with kids.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tanya, and I love all you guys. I love Alex, by the way, personally.
I like you a lot. I'm not ready to say.
That's okay.
I love you. It's a little strong. I want to baby steps.
I can live with that.
But there is potential.
That's what I like to hear. But actually, my question is more directed at Alan. I was just wondering how and why you and your team choose to diverge from Charlaine Harris's original novels. In season 1, you actually followed the novel pretty closely, but I was wondering how over time you progressively choose to sort of stay with it, but then develop your own storylines.
I think the guiding principle in that regard is the books are all narrated by Sookie. So the books are Sookie's story, and all the other characters appear as they appear in Sookie's story. When they're not involved in Sookie's story, they don't exist. If we were to do that, I think there would be 2 big drawbacks. One, Anna would work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, and she would be exhausted. And the other one is there would be no surprises, because everybody can go out and buy the books and read the books, and you know exactly what's going to happen. But it's generally, because our show is much more of an ensemble show, it's generally trying to figure out what the stories are for the other characters who are not Sookie. Even though we do diverge from the books at times, I do believe that the main guiding principle for us is, even if we do things differently from the books, we always try to remain very true to the spirit and the world of the books.
Hello, my name is Michael Scott, and I'm here because I love the show. And I'm here to ask a question for a soldier of mine who's deploying to Afghanistan. And she would want to know, what advice would your characters give to come home safe?
Aww.
Her name is Sergeant Lisa Bloss.
Sergeant Lisa, what's her last name?
Sergeant Lisa Bloss. She's in the Air Force, so if you could just say, come home safe.
Sergeant Lisa Bloss, please come home safe. Keep your eyes peeled for vampires and
lots of vampires in Afghanistan.
And come home safe. Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Hi. My name is Steve-O, and first off, I would like to thank all of you for making my marriage relations a whole lot better. My question is actually for Alan. We have seen a lot of very super hot, attractive females working at Merlot's, but they don't happen to like pick up a paycheck because they always end up dying or going somewhere, or they never come back to work. Are we ever gonna get an actress or a couple of actresses for us male fans that have some staying power at Merlot's that we can look at?
She takes her clothes off all the time. I mean, just wait for this season. My God. I do think working in Merlot's as a waitress is probably the most dangerous job in the world. Yeah, well, there's a high turnover, so you're definitely going to see some more new waitresses. Whether or not they survive or get naked, we'll see.
My name is Jessica. just saying, you guys. But,
You get butterflies too.
first of all, I just wanted to thank all the women up there for being such a strong role model for me, because I'm an aspiring actress myself, and all of you, I watch and take as much in as possible from your performances, which are great. And if I could ask one question, but I can't, I would ask if Alexander could give me a hug. But I'm gonna ask to ask you that. But I wanted to ask, how was the audition process for this show? Was it difficult or scary, or how did it go for you?
Where's your waitress? I was working on a show called Generation Kill in Mozambique. So I was in Maputo, and a friend, I put myself on tape and sent it to Alan from Maputo. That's how it started.
Did you just say Maputo? What is that? Maputo.
You can say Maputo here.
Really? I don't think so. It says there are going to be people under 18 here.
Oh shit. Oh.
Classic Comic-Con blunder.
The capital of Mozambique is not shit, it's Maputo.
Well, my audition was, I went in and there was there was sort of a compilation of some great one-liners. And my manager, his job is to get these appointments for me. So he's always very excited to tell me how big it's going to be and who's in the room. And I'm like, la 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 la. I don't want to hear it because I still have to go get the job. So I heard HBO, I was in, Alan Ball, oh my God, and then Vampires. And so I went in and I channeled my most harsh self. And then, it's put on tape. And then a few weeks later they called and said they want you to come back and do it again. And I'm like, why? Why can't, it's on tape. So if they're calling me back in, you did something right. And you could mess it up. So I went back in and tried to do the same thing again. And apparently I did something right, thank the Lord, and went off to do something in the Philippines and got a text. So it's pretty great.